Welcome again, everyone, to another portion of HJ Testimonies. And of course, a little disclaimer to those who are watching. HJ Testimonies is the sharing of testimonies of people within our community, and this a little bit more relaxed version. We might tend to speak a little bit of Taglish since I'm with another friend. Oh my God, people are gonna think that I'm just inviting my friends over. Another friend that came from
Yan lagi mo
Japan.
sinasabi.
I want a disclaimer kasi people might think I'm just inviting friends. But if you want to share your stories also, feel free to comment and message the Facebook page below. So another good friend of mine, Jusun, Joshua, for those who have difficulty calling his name. So Jusun or Joshua, di ba?
Oo, pwede rin
And
soon,
soon.
para mas madali.
And today we will be talking about his passion for the arts. And I wish I had his talent. So a little bit of shout out. This painting that you see is a creation of Sun. And we will be also breaking down the story behind this art. How I wish na kaya ko na mag-drawing ng ganito. Kaya ko lang, and if you ask me to draw a bird, it will be like a letter V. Ganun. If you ask me to draw a person, bilog with a stick, like that. So, sana all talented in the arts. Our guest for today, I've already shared a little bit about him. Maybe he could share a little bit more. Introduce yourself to those who don't know you, to the audience. Ayan.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Jusun Joshua Estose. My friends call me Sun. Right now, I'm in 4th year in University of Santo Tomas. So, graduating na ako.
Uy!
Graduating
Advance
na.
congratulations! Maybe when this episode airs, graduate na.
Baka, pakilagay na lang sa comments. Congratulations. Hindi, joke lang. So, before, nakapag-work din ako sa Japan. And yan, iba-ibang work. More on siya, blue collar na job. So, yun siya. Yun yung basically my experiences ko. And then, ayun din pala, parang my time din na me and Kuya Vic were on the same organization before. I was a part of the marketing team in that organization. So, we were part of the National Best Children Committee. Tama? Best
Yeah.
Children Committee, yeah, tama. So, that time, Kuya Vic was the president, and then I was part of the marketing team. So, and that's why me and Kuya Vic, we go way, way back,
Pre-pandemic days.
pre-pandemic pa.
Now that Jusanels mentioned it, I was also surprised that he has talent for the arts because when he was in the marketing team, di ba? More on yung video
Graphic
editing.
design.
Yeah. Akala ko yun talaga yung niche mo. But you also had this hidden gem that I never knew about. And then going back to what you
Hindi ko
said,
rin alam. Sobrang hidden.
sobrang hidden na nalaman na you found out later on. So University of Santo Tomas, and what course actually?
Ay, hindi ko pala sabi,
Yeah.
sorry. So, Bachelor of Fine Arts, major in painting. Yeah, sorry.
So okay.
BFA painting.
Actually, I've never heard that UST
bachelor.
had that kind of course. So, kind of share how you found that course and why did you choose to enter that course? Fine
Okay.
arts, and then it takes 4
4 years.
Okay, so syempre, I think people would be curious why it would take 4 years to study fine arts. What you had to go through in order to maybe graduate, and then what's the next goal after you graduate?
Actually, about sa academics, I'm not really well versed in that. If you were to ask me kung bakit 4 years or I cannot answer it
Okay.
specifically. Pero in my observation, kasi kahit sa amin, even though we're just fine arts or painting only, may thesis pa rin kami. And yung thesis namin is paper, it's research. And then may also required output. So artwork, it may be painting, it may be sculpture, ganyan. So iba-iba siya. Tapos yung artwork na yan is based dun sa research mo. So kaya siguro siya naging Bachelor of Fine Arts kasi may thesis. Baka ganun.
Okay.
I don't know.
So why did you choose fine arts? I was expecting more, yun nga, because of how we worked together in the past, di ba? I was expecting na you would be more focused on maybe graphic design kasi that's more of what's happening now with technology, especially AI and everything. So why enter fine arts? Because this is really handmade, di ba? Tong painting na to. So, yun nga, you na-mention mo na it was hidden. You found it and somehow found the passion for it. So why choose fine arts?
Before, yun yan, sabi ni Kuya Vic, I was more of doing graphic design. But I don't know why, but for some reason, parang I enjoy creating or like the action or the act of creating something. So, kunyari, video editing, yung photography, videography, ganyan, drawing, design, everything. I come to found out na yun, I enjoy it. So actually I never thought na I will do painting or I will do fine art. There was a time nung pandemic. Pandemic kasi ito eh. I just came home from YLT.
Na fresh from America.
Oh, so I was in America that time. Tapos pinauwi kami kasi COVID. So actually dapat mag-stay pa ako ng matagal. So parang na-stop yung ko, yung plans ko bigla. Parang biglaan lang ako na-eject na binalik ako sa Pinas. So parang at that moment, siguro medyo naive din para sa akin na na hindi ako nagpa-plan ahead. Pero pagka-uwi ko ng galing Pinas, pagka-eject sa akin, sobrang ko na naging stagnant ako na wala akong ginagawa for a bit. Kasi pandemic nun, 'di ba? So online lahat ng mga Sunday service, ganyan. May time na nanood ako ng Sunday service. There was a time na I was so lazy to join Sunday service, but suddenly parang I just felt like joining or watching yung Sunday service. And then at that time, there was this pastor who was giving a message, si Reverend LA. That time, I don't know why, but parang yung words niya talaga parang tumatama sa akin. You have to find your passion, mga ganyan, to be great at it, mga ganyan. Parang biglang pumasok sa akin yung parang immense
light bulb moment.
or parang very immense feeling na nga, I want to do my best at something, I want to become great at something, ganyan. But then parang na-realize ko, nga may pala ako, parang I really enjoy creating, so why not fine arts nung time na yun. Tas parang I just decided na nga, I will aim to be one of the best artists. For some reason ganun yung naramdaman ko. Tas ayun, after that naghanap ako ng mga university, tas nag-apply ako sa UP din, sa UP Diliman kasi yun yung one of the best universities for fine arts. Yung CFA, UP CFA. So actually very nice yung UP sa fine arts kasi they have their own college. Tapos yung college nila may very open space na open for museums or exhibits, gano'n. Hindi museum, exhibit. Yung mga work ng student palaging dinidisplay doon.
Showcase doon.
Yeah, and then mga national artists, mga alumnus ng UP, nagto-talk palagi. So very very ideal para sa art career or fine arts career. So nag-apply ako doon pero hindi ako natanggap. Tapos yung second choice ko yung UST. Kasi nung nag-research ako, nakita ko na yung UST is also one of the best for fine arts. Ewan ko kung bakit, basta yun yung one of the best. Yeah, actually if fine arts yung pag-uusapan natin na course, parang some people think na di ba, na bakit kailangan pa mag-aral? Pwede ka naman mag-YouTube, di ba? Manood ka ng tutorial kung paano mag-painting, paano mag-drawing, ganyan. So parang may mga tao na they think like that. And okay naman, I don't take offense dun. For me, yung pinaka-goal ko for studying or going to university is more of yung to create connection. Kasi if talent lang naman, marami naman magaling eh. There's so many people who's great at painting, at sculpting, ganyan. Pero why are they not known? Why are they not famous? Kasi they lack the opportunities eh. Di ba? Kahit nga parang sa Facebook lang, mag-search ka lang. Ang daming magaling charcoal drawing. It's very realistic, di ba? Yung rendering nila. Pero why are they not known, di ba? It's more of fun talaga. Parang to have successful career, you also need network and good relationships. So that's what university is for me. Kasi ayun nga, your professors are very deep into the industry. They know halos everyone, di ba? And they can connect you to anyone. Tapos rin, yung university na prestigious, they can also give you opportunities nga na kunyari you can intern sa magandang company. You can ako yung internship ko, may mentor ako na he's very famous na artist Pinas. So, ayun, mga ganyan. Kung hindi ka makapasok ng magandang university, mawawala yun mga opportunity na ganun. Pero it doesn't mean na university is everything
Ayun. I was trying to control myself to butt in eh. Pero
sorry,
of course,
sorry. Dami kong sinabi.
I feel the passion kasi. I feel the passion
sorry,
of what you're sharing. Pero like, for example now, at the top of my head, in the age of the internet, di ba? Like you mentioned earlier, for example, charcoal drawing or whatsoever.
Yeah.
Let's say you draw 100 different drawings for 100 days. And then you post it online. Diba? Parang you are able to put your artwork out there.
Yeah.
Diba? And then eventually, people would pick up on your talents or what you are creating. And then it might land on someone's phone na maybe famous or maybe one of your mentors or your instructors that are well connected in the industry. And like out of the blue, they would just message this painter or yung, let's say, let's stick with the charcoal. Diba? I really like your
Artwork.
artwork. Would you mind if we put it in an exhibit, or can I connect you to someone who probably wants to buy your painting? And I'm not totally also against the idea na you have connections with going to university. Pero what's your take then na in the age of the internet, like
Social
there is
media,
a better opportunity, not like years ago na, of course, your way of connecting with people is really through
social
your,
media, your
well,
network.
I mean before the age of the internet
Okay,
is
okay.
your opportunity to be connected with other people is really with like your physical network, 'di ba? Ngayon
That's
may
true.
social network na tayo.
Mhm.
So I feel the passion na of course you could get connected to these people as what you were sharing earlier. Pero there are might be people who are watching
Mm.
that would say the same questions that I'm asking.
Mm.
So what's your take on that?
I think we're very lucky, no, sa age of social media na everyone has a voice, na not like before na ano, siguro ano ba before? Radio, newspaper,
TV.
gano'n, TV. So, parang you have to pay pa a lot para mag-advertise or grabe yung effort para ma-recognize ka. But in this time, ano anytime anyone can post, 'di ba? Anyone can ano. University will accelerate your process. Kasi actually, may mga tao na hindi naman sila magaling, pero because they are connected with very wealthy people, very powerful people, sila yung sikat. May mga taong gano'n, pero I'm not dissing anyone. Pero gano'n. Tapos may mga tao din na sobrang galing, pero they don't have connection, so wala din. Para ma-recognize ka talaga in the age of social media, you need to be really talented. Parang very immense talent yung kailangan mong mapakita para ma-recognize ka.
So what would it mean to really have immense talent for you? Especially fine arts ka. Kasi art is also very broad, di ba? So in your field, what would it mean for you na may immense talent ka? Would it mean that you're super successful, you have a lot of money, you have a lot of connections?
So, I want to be at the top. I'm not saying na talent equals success. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
Or yung success is like a different ibang
Okay.
bagay na yun.
It's a byproduct of your talent.
Di ko rin masabi. Kasi there are people na talented but they just
They're not successful.
they just
Okay.
enjoy what they're doing.
Okay.
Parang success is a different different subject altogether.
Like a different game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kasi for some people to be successful, they need to have a lot of money, a lot of cars, ganyan, di ba? Pero for some people, they're successful when their children graduate. Parang iba-iba yung success for everyone eh. So for some, I feel successful when I enjoy what I do, or when I enjoy basketball, di ba? Kunyari, nagba-basketball ka, need ba na na NBA player ka? Parang I just enjoy playing basketball eh. So okay na yun sa akin, parang I'm happy na, di ba? So yun yung sinasabi ko, parang ibang term na yung success
Okay.
altogether. You're still asking about talent, or like what does it take, or
What does it mean?
what does
Immense
talent entail? Kung ano yung paano masabi na talented, yun. For me, maybe my three major factors dun. One is you have to be technically skilled. So magaling ka sa technique. So paano mo mape-paint yung bagay in a way na gusto mong gawin. Kasi very subjective kasi yung art eh. So kunyari sa NBA, marami kang points. So magaling ka, di ba? Magaling yung technique mo.
You're a good scorer.
Oo. So technique is part of that. So kung sa arts, magaling ka sa brushwork, maganda yung kulay mo, yung material, ganyan. Yun yung magaling ka sa technique. And yung mga tao na very hyper-realistic yung yung painting. Very technique heavy, very magaling sila sa very magaling. Sobrang magaling sila sa sa technique, di ba? Kasi not everyone can do that. Kasi paghalo pa lang ng kulay, mahirap na eh. So technique, kailangan magaling ka. Next one is message for me. Message.
So your artwork should be showing a message. Okay.
Should have message na maybe message or concept kung ano yung gusto mong i-relay, and then at the same time how will you relay it. For example, kunyari gagawa ka ng movie, yung premise ng movie is very simple. Paano mo gagawing 1 hour yun, 1 hour 30 minutes? Diba? Parang may iba-ibang way pa na kung paano sabihin. Even sa pag-write ng email, di ba? Very simple lang naman. Hello, pwede ka ba makapunta sa office ng gantong oras? Yun lang yung gusto mong sabihin, di ba? Pero kailangan mong mag-add ng words na magko-convey ng very pleasant tone para di ba? Parang kino-construct mo yung message, parang ganun. So, parang ganun din sa painting na you have a message that you want to send out there, pero how will you lay out that message?
So we've talked about the arts a little bit, and then talent, success, your personal take on those things. So for those who are watching and they would want to pursue a career in the arts, what would be your advice for them?
If you want to pursue a career in the arts, I think you really have to think about it a lot. Kasi it's not easy eh. And it's really unstable. It doesn't mean na kunyari mag-aral ka ng fine arts, it means na may trabaho ka na, or kung magpe-paint ka ng ano, doesn't mean na bibilhin yung painting mo agad. You know what I mean? So, it's very unstable in a way na yung finances, parang hindi sure na dadating. So, for me, if you were to ask me, I would say na really think hard about it kung ano, kung gusto mo siya i-pursue. What makes you determine na ito talaga yung gusto mong gawin? So,
From his
okay.
perspective.
So, for me, what I thought during the time na ano, na nag-decide ako na mag-fine arts is I really feel a strong urge to create something. So, yun talaga yung parang inner feeling ko na I want to make something or I want to create something. I find utmost joy when I create something. So when I paint, when I edit videos, when I shoot videos, when I take pictures, yun yung time na ano talaga eh, parang I feel happy. Yun yung ano, one reason kung bakit ako nag-pursue ng arts. So, it's because I really enjoy doing it. At the same time, parang I feel na ano, may ano eh, I have a chance. Yun yung feeling ko. Parang maybe there's a bit of talent within me na parang baka pwede ko i-pursue. Kung you feel na ano, na you're very unsure, maybe it would be better to ano, think twice about it. Kasi there was a time na ano, na before ako mag-apply for ano, UP, sobrang ano, parang before ka mag-apply for ano, for college, you need a portfolio. So, hindi ka pwedeng wala kang portfolio tapos mag-a-apply ka ng fine arts. So, chine-check nila yun. Chine-check nila yung talent or yung skill mo. So, yung nag-apply ako for
Parang job interview pala.
yeah, yun siya.
Ka-college ka palang job interview na yung ano.
Hinihingi na yung portfolio mo. So, nung time na yun, wala akong artwork. Kasi hindi ako nag-drawing eh. Puro mission lang ginagawa ko nun eh. So, wala talaga akong artwork. Tapos ginawa ko, parang for a few months, nagka-cram ako ng artworks. Kina-cram ko, ginagawa ko. Siguro very lucky lang na nakapasok ako. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is you need to practice a lot. Kasi it's not something na basta-basta ka lang ano, kung gusto mo lang pwede. Kasi you have to ano eh, look at it in a practical way also eh. Sa end of the day, we're human, di ba? Kung wala kang pera, paano kakain? Yeah, yun siya. Parang, I guess, I saw a chance na pwede ko siyang i-pursue. Kaya pinursu ko siya. And then, at the same time, I really enjoy doing it. So, I guess yun yung thought process ko that time.
So for anyone else na they have a bit of talent and would like to take a chance, but of course, they need to be sure that it's something that they
They really want to do.
pursue and they enjoy what they are doing.
Nanakot eh, no?
Well, I guess yun nga, in the end, you did say that this talent was hidden and you somewhat found it, and of course, in the process na you found it, you somewhat enjoyed it. So for now,
Pero hindi ko sinasabing talented ako wala akong sinasabing ganun.
i-link na lang siguro ng Instagram niya, baka nandun yung mga artworks niya. You can check them out. I hope na mahanap ninyo yung talent ninyo and ma-enjoy ninyo. Now,
Yeah.
I just tend to continuously look at your painting over here. Why not share with us a little breakdown of what came to mind as to how this drawing came to life? Kasi I don't have the talent to create something like this. So how about the breakdown? Maybe the technique and the concept of the painting. Maybe you could break it down for us. Break it down.
Actually, this painting was based on a poem that was written in the autobiography of Dr. Hak Jahan Moon. I don't remember specifically kung ano yung poem, pero basically, the poem was talking about a child that took a jade axe, and then created a hut from that jade axe.
Hut meaning
Hut, as in bahay.
Okay.
Basically, yung poem na yun, it was about filial piety. So the child, with her own hard work or with his own hard work, cut trees, tapos nag-create siya ng hut para sa parents niya. In this painting, there's a parang kulay jade na girl. And then naka-hanbok siya. So yung Korean traditional women's attire, attire. And then kung mapapansin sa likod niya may mga dark na yung dark na stilts. Tapos yung mas dark na blue sa likod, 'di ba? Actually yung how to say ba, apparatus. Yung something, yung bagay na nasa likod niya is pang-carry ng wood.
Okay.
Yeah. So, kaya may tali siya sa
On her
sa
shoulder, on her
shoulder, yeah.
shoulder. Okay.
So, and then hawak niya is jade na axe. So, yun. Ibig sabihin, nag-cut siya ng wood.
So this was the concept.
She was about to build yung hut. So, yeah, in my interpretation, this is parang yung poem na to is ginamit ni True Mother to portray her filial piety or her love for her parents and eventually is si God, di ba? So she's doing her best, putting her utmost effort to build an ideal world that God aims for. From my perspective as a second gen or someone who's born into the church, yung filial piety or yung love for parents is yun yung talagang pinoportray ko.
So that was the concept.
Yeah.
Earlier you mentioned technique. So what kind of technique
And
was
technique.
used in creating this painting?
Secret na yun para kasi actually very
Bakit ano ba yan? Like it's a trade secret technique na not so many people know about.
Ako actually mahilig ako mag-gatekeep eh.
Okay.
So ayokong sabihin.
Alright.
Pero yeah, actually yung painting na to is very early on in my art career. So medyo medyo rough around the edges siya. Nung time na yun, di ko masyado siya gusto or hindi ako proud. Kaya walang pirma eh. Kasi pag walang pirma na artwork ko, it means hindi ako proud dun sa artwork na yun.
Okay.
Pero parang ganun, parang yung thought process kasi nakakahiya eh, na ilagay yung pangalan mo. Parang ganun. Parang hindi ka proud, parang ganun.
Okay, so let's say, well, this already the finished product. If this, how many years is this? Like 4 or 5 years before
Yeah, 4
ago?
or 5 years.
Okay, if you would have an opportunity, maybe to change or add anything in this,
Hindi na.
wala na.
Wala na.
But you're still not proud of the ano.
Yung time na, hindi pa ako tapos eh, actually.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
So,
When you made the painting.
during that time, hindi ako proud.
Okay.
Pero now that I'm looking at it, parang I actually like it na. Kasi it's something that you did before with a lot of love and a lot of time. And now that I'm looking at it, parang hindi na siya very paano ba? I look at it with love ngayon na compared before na parang very harsh or very Parang siguro a way to put it is like when your child makes a drawing of you, di ba ang pangit ng drawing, mga stickman, tapos minsan creepy pa yung drawing, di ba?
Okay.
Pero as a parent, you feel happy eh when you receive that. Tapos nakalagay pa, I love you, Papa, di ba? So, kahit ang pangit ng drawing na yun, parang you cherish it eh. Kasi, ganyan. So, it's very pure. Yung sinasabi ko. It's very pure. It's something made out of love or from pure intent talaga. And yun yung nangyari. Yun yung na-create na product. So, yun yung the way I look at it. Regardless of technique, regardless of concept, parang it's something na na it was made during that time and it was made for a reason and yun yung the way ko na titingnan siya. So, gusto ko na siya ngayon.
And so, after 4 years, 4 or 5 years?
4 or 5 years.
Happy 5 years old.
Oo,
It's your baby.
Tumatanda din. Oo,
It's your baby. So, yeah, okay. I don't know what to say about that since you would not want to add anything or change anything about that. Because
Yeah.
some people would think that I would have done this or done that. But I guess
Yeah.
over time, the way you look at it would eventually change din talaga, di ba?
Parang parang pag gumawa ka ng cringy thing before, parang ganun. Yung mga nakakahiyang memories natin, yung pag natutulog ka, tapos biglang maalala mo yung cringy na ginawa mo dati, mapapasipa ka yung ganun. Parang ganun yung thought ko eh, na it's something na very cringy, ganyan, nakahiya. Because you did that, then, you are who you are now. Gets mo ba? Parang ganun eh. Parang ganun ko siya nakikita eh. So, pag may mga cringy kayo na memory, ganun din. Parang, ginawa ko yun dati. Pero ngayon, ganito na ako.
So,
Parang
based on
ganun.
what you're saying, the way I interpret it is you have outgrown your cringiness with this
Parang
painting.
ganun. Parang
But how about
accepting
yeah,
yourself.
okay.
Parang ganun.
So, that's what I'm trying to say. But let's say this already 4 or 5 years old. So, how about your recent works? Do you feel cringe when you look at your very latest work? Because they're new, di ba? Do you still feel that way or you've outgrown the feeling of cringe with seeing your latest work?
siguro may mga times na, dapat pala ganito yung ginawa ko, dapat ganyan. Or dapat, yung pinaka prevalent is, dapat di ko crinam, or ganyan. Dapat binigyan ko pa ng time, gano'n. Pero siguro in a few years, baka gano'n din yung feeling ko. Parang ang pure, parang ang cute, parang gano'n. Baka gano'n ulit yung feeling ko.
And I guess for us to showcase more ng mga creations ni Sun, maybe send us a link down below to view his other creations. Then maybe, of course, I'm not saying people, to our viewers, be the judge of it. Like, maybe try to understand his concept. If you are into techniques, you could check the techniques. But yeah, like I said, like I would never be this talented when it comes to creating art. Sana all talented, no? I would say I'm not really
Interested, di ba?
into art. Kasi for me, if you bring me to a museum, I have low appreciation for
Gets.
whatever is there. Like, okay, looks generic. For me,
maganda tignan, gano'n.
Yeah.
Gano'n.
But of course, art is very broad. Like, because this is a still image, diba? Yan, it's not moving. It's like probably timeless. Yan. Pero like when I say there are different forms of art, let's say for example a movie, I would rather enjoy or go to a movie, pay for a movie instead of paying money to go to a museum and watch, like, look at things that aren't moving.
Gets.
Although the art tells a story, I have a difficulty understanding what's the story. Unless because, diba, sa museum,
May title.
they would write the meaning, the story, the concept. Okay. Parang para sa akin, okay. And then it would like, compared to a movie that could probably move you because it's like phases, like there's the beginning, there's the middle, and then there's the end. Depending on the storytelling, like you are being taken into the moment. Pero let's say this painting is 100 years old. I would probably could not resonate with the person who made that painting. Diba? But when you're watching a movie, you're going through the progression of the story, and then that probably would move me more. That's the art I would appreciate more.
Gets. So, I think, tama ka sa idea na movie is also part of art. So,
It's also art eh.
yeah.
Diba?
So, as for yung interpretation or like meaning, parang how can you appreciate art? Parang ganun ba? So, art or paintings in general. I guess for me, parang ito yung very technical. Tinitingnan ko siya and then titingnan ko yung artwork. Yung title pala, yung title. Tapos, bakit yan yung ginawang ganito? May hawak siya na axe. May hawak siya, may kahoy siya sa likod, ganyan. So, nagbabakbak siya ng kahoy. Parang it's like a puzzle eh. Parang it's something na you decipher, and then minsan yung iba, they don't even look at the title. Kasi everyone has their own interpretation, di ba? So, actually, some people can look at this, or may look at this and think na nakakatakot kasi may axe siya na hawak, di ba? So, there's many interpretations.
Sorry. What if instead of using jade or blue, it's suddenly red? So, mag-iba rin yung concept,
nakakatakot,
diba? Mag-iba rin yung concept niya, diba?
Yeah. So, parang that's how you appreciate art. It's not something na will be spoon-fed to you, yung meaning. Parang
So,
it's
parang
something
it's up to your own interpretation.
it's up to your interpretation. And then sometimes minsan nga walang figure eh, 'di ba? Very abstract minsan, 'di ba? Pero some people, they look at it and they feel something. Parang there's an emotion that they get from it. So, me personally, hindi ko pa gets yung mga ganun. Pero may mga abstract akong artworks na nakikita, and then na-enjoy ko siya. Although hindi very clear yung meaning, pero pag nakikita mo, parang yung meaning na yung pumapasok sa'yo. Parang yung sarili mong meaning yung na-enjoy mo, parang ganun. So, kunyari, may mga painting na kulay blue lang siya. Pero pag sinabit mo sa pader, mukha na siyang window, di ba? Kasi sky eh, di ba? Yung kulay ng sky is blue. So pag nilagay mo sa pader, parang window, di ba?
So, like, for example, a plain white wall, tapos lalagay mo ng blue na painting.
Mukhang window, di ba? So, parang may iba-ibang siya, interpretation, kung depende sa viewer kung paano mo So, and then yun din, tinitignan ko rin yung title kasi minsan yung artist, ginagawa niya is yung title nilalagay niya yung title para ma-direct yung train of thought ng viewer. So, Yeah. For example na lang din yung ano ko, yung previous artwork ko na ano, na nasa shell is ano 0.02 grams yung title niya. So bakit 0.02 grams? Siguro papakita na lang sa ano mamaya. So yung artwork na yun is ano, farmer siya and then may hawak siya na ano, bigas.
Grain of rice.
Tinitingnan niyang gano'n. Kung titignan mo lang yung farmer, 'di ba ano siya, parang, oh, may farmer tapos hawak niya yung grass, yung ano, yung bigas. Pero bakit 0.02 grams yung title? So, siyempre mapapatanong ka as a viewer, 'di ba? Parang, oh, bakit gano'n? Puwede mo naman sabihing rice lang, bigas. Bakit kailangan pa 0.02 grams? So, parang there's a deeper meaning behind it. So, 0.02 grams kasi yun yung bigat ng bigas, 'di ba? Yun yung average weight ng single grain of rice, 0.02 grams. So, actually sobrang gaan niya, 'di ba? Kahit isang dakot yung hawak mo, hindi mo mararamdaman yung bigat niya. Pero in actuality, each grain of rice, sobrang pinaghirapan yun ng farmers, 'di ba? And bakit nakagano'n yung farmer? Parang tinitingnan niya ng todo. Kasi parang for him, it's very valuable, eh. In the same way na you will look at ano, diamond and check kung totoong diamond ba yun. Parang sa kanya yung bigas din gano'n din yung value. Parang sobrang tinitingnan niya na parang kasi alam niya yung hard work, eh, na ginawa niya para makuha yung or maani yung bigas na yun. So, yun yung ano ko. And then parang yung train of thought ko is I want the viewer to think, to feel kung gaano ka-valuable yung bigas para sa farmer. And then at the same time, question din yung sarili natin kung, bakit nagtitira ako ng bigas sa plato ko, ganyan. Kasi pinaghirapan yun ng farmer, eh, 'di ba? From ano, pagtanim, pag-take care sa seasons, pag-ani, pag-deliver pag ano, meal, ano yung meal?
Basta yun.
Tawag dun, yung dudurugin yung ano, yung bigas, imi-meal, tapos ide-deliver pa nung truck driver, tapos dadating sa palengke, tapos pagdating sa plato mo di mo kakainin, 'di ba? Parang parang very ano, very valuable siya. So, at the same time parang yun nga, I want viewers to question kung sa kanila gaano ka-valuable yung bigas in comparison sa farmer. And at the same time, kasi ano, baka maging political ako dito pero 'di ba nagkaroon ng batas na gagawing ₱20 per kilo yung bigas,
Hanggang ngayon hindi pa rin.
hindi pa rin.
Wala pa rin.
Pero bumaba siya until like ₱38, ganyan. So nag-research ako dun. Actually yung main motivation ko bakit ko ginawa yung artwork na yun, like about bigas. Yung ano na ginawang ₱20 yung kilo ng bigas. So nag-search ako paano nagawang gano'n yung bigas? Paano mo gagawing 20 kilos yung pesos nun? 'Di ba ₱50 yun, paano mo gagawing 20? Inisip ko, sinearch ko talaga paano niya ginawang possible yun. So parang yung sagot is ang ginagawa niya, binababaan niya yung tariff sa international, binababaan yung taxes sa international para mas mura yung bigas nila na mabibili. Eh, 'pag mas mura yung bigas ng international or mas mura, walang tax, walang tariff, mas mas mura siya and mas mura mo siya mabebenta sa
Market.
palengke. So, siyempre 'pag gano'n yung ginawa mo, yung local farmers natin, paano? So, yung Vietnamese rice ano lang ₱38 lang, sinong bibili nung ano, dinurado, 'di ba? So, siyempre sila din, babaan din natin yung presyo natin, 'di ba? So, yun yung ano ko, parang very gripe ko or like ano, parang zero criticism ko dun sa move na yun. And from that feeling, ginawa ko yung artwork na yun na 0.2 grams.
Thanks for
Yeah.
sharing din yung
Ay,
another artwork.
sorry,
We will flash it here on screen, Matt.
Nakalimutan ko sabihin, kailangan minsan yung mga artwork kailangan din ng ano, context. So, para para ma-gets mo or mas ma-appreciate mo siya, need mo ng prior context minsan. So, actually kaya ano, from time to time parang minsan intimidating yung ano, art world, 'di ba? From an outsider's perspective kasi puro burgis lang yung mapupunta sa ano, exhibit, puro ano, very educated people lang pupunta sa exhibit, ganyan. Kasi most likely they know the context behind kaya mas appreciate nila yung ano, yung artwork. Pero it doesn't mean na kailangan burgis ka talaga para ma-enjoy mo. But kung may interest ka talaga sa arts or kung may prior context ka naman, ganyan, mas ma-appreciate mo.
So, ayun, thanks for sharing the concept behind this and we will flash on screen
Mm.
0.02 grams.
Mm.
So now in this age of AI, where there are a lot of digital artworks coming out, and maybe I don't know, maybe in the next few years there will be lesser people who would be making handmade artworks. I don't know because I don't really fully understand the industry. Ewan ko kung pinag-uusapan nyo rin sa class ninyo yung AI art. I don't know if it's considered art because you're not really making it, you're just typing in
Yung
prompts
prompts.
for the AI to make. So, how do you see like art like this moving forward, lalo na't may AI na ngayon? Do you think it's a plus or it's a minus, or are you still in between? Anong opinion mo on that? Because this, how long did it took you to make this?
8 hours?
Yung 0.02 grams.
0.2
Hindi, ito 8 hours.
Oo.
Yung 0.02 grams,
Uy, matagal yun. Tagal yun.
how long?
Siguro weeks.
Weeks,
2 weeks siguro collectively.
2 weeks. But AI would would
Oy,
probably make
sculpture yun,
something.
di magagawa na
Okay,
AI
okay.
yun. Hindi, joke
Okay.
lang. Pero go.
Yun, with AI, probably
Saglit lang.
saglit lang, di ba? So, as an artist, what's your opinion with a lot of AI? Especially, ngayon, may mga remix din ng music na AI, di ba?
Oo.
Maririnig mo na
Minsan
sa TikTok, di
nakikinig
ba?
ako nun
Ganyan.
minsan.
Ganun. So, you as an artist, what's your take on that? Does it take away from being a creative person and pursuing something that, you know, they would enjoy and be passionate about? For now, because AI is still like, probably people are still experimenting with it. Pero for you, for now, maybe your opinion would change in the next few years.
May ibang artist na ginagamit nila yung AI for reference.
Mm.
So, I'm not saying it's good or bad, pero may mga artist na gumagawa nun na speed up yung process nila.
Mm.
And then may mga ibang artist din na may mga ibang people din na naglalagay ng prompt tapos sabi nila AI artist sila, ganun.
Mm.
So, yeah, may mga ganun. And then may people din na nagsasabi na nagiging accessible daw yung art even for those na who cannot draw, they can create art, parang ganun. So, parang positive thing daw yun for them. So, and then yun nga, may mga tao rin na very worried na baka ma-take yung jobs nila kasi yung AI mas mabilis, ganyan. I think all of those are really valid naman. Pero for me, parang mas na-strengthen yung yung fine arts or traditional arts in general.
Mm.
Kasi it's something na it takes you weeks.
Mm.
It takes effort, time, blood, sweat, tears, ganyan, kung ano man. So, mas nagiging valuable siya compared sa bagay na ginawa lang ng ganun.
Mm.
So, yeah, for me ganun talaga siya na yun nga, mas nagiging valuable yung yung traditional art. And katulad ng example ko kanina, ikaw ba Kuya Vic, if your daughter, di ba may daughter ka? Yes, congrats. If your daughter drew you na very pangit yung drawing kasi bata pa eh. Tapos I love you papa nakasulat.
Mm.
Would that be more valuable to you or yung AI drawing mo na maganda? Ano yung mas valuable sa'yo?
I found it cute yung nag-drawing siya one time na yung birthday ko.
Di
I
ba?
found it cute.
Mm.
Pero yun nga, I have a hard time appreciating art.
Mm.
Pero I just found it cute.
Mm.
Yun yung initial feeling ko.
To be more direct, would you value more yung AI art na magandang drawing mo or yung drawing ng anak mo? Anong mas valuable sa'yo?
I think people would expect me to say na
Yung anak.
di ba?
Oh.
People who are watching. There was a time na I tried AI na make an AI image of me. I found it weird.
Di ba?
I found it a bit weird. Pero I was impressed. Okay, ganito pala ako i-interpret ng AI. I'm not saying na maganda. I'm just saying, okay, ganito pala ako
Yeah,
i-interpret
very visually pleasing yung AI.
Yan. Okay, parang okay, this is the end product, okay. Pero again, I have a difficulty really appreciating art. So, parang the initial thought would be, okay, why did you choose to draw me in this way? Pag in-explain mo sa akin yun, siguro mas ma-appreciate ko yun. Instead na, here's a painting of you. Okay, ba't ang laki ng mata ko dito? bakit perfect yung ngipin ko dito, hindi naman perfect ngipin ko.
Gets.
Diba, parang i-breakdown ko muna siya. So, I cannot just really just say na I would like this picture more. Kasi the first thing that would always come to my mind is, if you give me something, why? What's the reason behind it?
I see.
And then if na-explain sa akin yun, some people don't like to explain it, but if you explain it to me, that's the moment I would make the decision, or that's the moment na, okay, then I would say, okay, thank you.
See.
So, yeah, that's just
Okay.
how my brain works.
So, yun yung personal ano mo
Yeah,
talaga,
yeah, yeah.
gets. Pero, okay, if you were to ask me, kunyari si Philcop din actually natanong ko recently. Kasi artist din siya pero music for sa kanya, music. So, napag-usapan din namin yun. And then also, he's IT rin So, yung AI actually nagko-code din siya So, baka marami ring jobs na makuha yung AI
Sorry,
talaga. Pero
Philcop, if you're watching, we would like to also invite you.
okay, going. I'll go.
Okay,
Pero
going
yan,
back.
napag-usapan namin ni Philcop yun. Then, yun din, I gave him the same question. Ano mas gusto mo? Anak mo na kumakanta na wala sa tono, walang tempo, mali-mali, or yung AI na very perfect? Ano mas gusto mo? So parang, syempre matik na yung sagot, di ba? Gusto mo yung heartfelt na artwork, something na binigay talaga sa'yo na nag-practice o pinaghirapan, ganyan. Kesa sa bagay na ganun lang, very tapos no emotion, no feeling whatsoever, ganun lang, ganun lang. So, parang yun yung pinaka, I guess, point ko na gusto ko ma-point across na art is something na na it comes from something. So, there was a feeling or an emotion behind the artwork. That's why you made it, diba? So, yung pinaka-fuel ng artwork actually is emotion. It's something na you want to express. That's why nag-drawing ka Or that's why you sing. Or that's why you listen to music na nakakalungkot. Kunyari, heartbroken ka.
Aray.
Tapos nakikinig ka ng heartbroken music. Di ba? Mas yung emotion mo. Parang yun yung yun yung pinaka-main, for me yun yung pinaka-main na ng art. Main purpose or main
Goal.
main purpose, main goal, main everything ng art is about emotion. So, if robot will make that, parang di ba? So, yun yung point, yung target ko. Yun yung point na gusto ko i-put across. So, yeah, going back, mas valuable pa rin para sa akin yung art na pinaghirapan kesa something na ginawa ng robot lang.
All right. And I guess that's fair. We will see in a few years if the opinion would change.
Actually, nakakatawa yung mga video ng AI Yung mga, yung mga pusa na sumasayaw, yung mga ganun. Nakakatawa. Pero yeah, actually, it's really worrying for some, especially in the movie industry, animation industry. Kasi natatanggal talaga ng trabaho yung mga tao dun So, yeah, honestly, may mga classmate din ako na very against AI sila. And kunyari, yung UST, may college dun na may event sila. Tapos yung poster nila AI, parang lahat ng comment dun, ano ba yan, AI, ano ba yan, ganyan. So parang very against yung yung mga tao sa paligid ko sa AI. Yeah. Yung I'm not strongly against AI. I'm all for development or like para ma-ease yung tao, but like I don't like na it takes jobs away from people. So, if anything, dapat yung AI mas siya for clerical work. Yung mga bagay na very simple gawin pero it takes time. So, kunyari database. Kasi 'di ba kung tao gagawa nun, ilang weeks pa siguro din matatapos. Kung AI mabilis lang, 'di ba? So, dapat yung mga ganong job yung kinukuha ng AI, hindi yung mga creative na works. Yun siya.
Fair point. All right. So, I guess that's all the time we have for today. And later on, we might invite you again with a different artwork to display. Ayan. And of course, I'm able to understand the perspective of an artist, to be in the presence of an artist.
Artist.
Ayan. So, yes, we will be posting your link to your Instagram or your artwork somewhere. Feel free to visit his page. And
Follow kayo guys. Mag-follow back ako.
and don't forget to say congratulations kasi maybe when the episode airs, graduate na po si Jusun.
Ay, actually, may ano ko ngayon. May show ako ngayon.
Show?
Show.
What show?
Sa Binondo.
Pupunta
Group
ka
show.
Huh?
Hindi.
You're showing your your artwork.
May artwork ako dun.
Ayan. And so hopefully when this episode airs, baka open pa yung exhibit.
Punta kayo guys.
Ayan. So you could hit him up when and sana i-share mo rin yung mga sa Insta stories mo, yung mga lugar kung saan ine-exhibit yung mga artworks.
Oo naman, lagi naman ako.
Ayan. Good episode.
Cool episode ba? Parang all over the place yung ano ko explanation ko.
Anyway, that's normal. Okay, so thank you for watching guys and we will see you at the next episode. Bye-bye.